Sup, y'all? Just watched episode 4 of Dragon Ball, the Meeting Master Roshi episode. I don't actually remember the episode title. I forgot to look before I hit record. Anyway, big episode. We meet Master Roshi, a major character in the whole Dragon Ball universe. He pretty much never goes away. He's always, well, not always a big factor, way later in the series. Early on here for quite a bit. Well, not in this first arc, but in the next arc, he's a major character. Like, he pretty much kind of replaces some other characters we're going to meet along the way. If I remember correctly, we're going to meet a few more. Yeah. Anyway, in this episode, Goku and Bulma bring the turtle back to the ocean, but not before kicking some ass along the way, aka Goku just trolling this giant fox monster. And then they get to the ocean, put the turtle back in the ocean, and he brings back his master, aka Master Roshi, the turtle hermit. And as a reward for Goku bringing the turtle back to the ocean and back to his master, he gives him the Nimbus cloud, another iconic Dragon Ball thing, where it's a cloud that anyone can ride as long as they are pure of heart. So, of course, Master Roshi can't ride it. He's a pervert, which, is not made apparent quite yet, but give it like 30 seconds. And as soon as Goku's off flying this thing, he's asking Bulma to look at her panties if she wants a gift from him. And it's a lot. Even for the time it came out, that's pretty perverted, because Bulma's clearly like 14, 15 years old, and Master Roshi is like 100-something, so nasty. But, especially the way he asks, like, not even like, the way he asks is like, it's actually really gross, like, the background gets like really intense, but then Turtle immediately calls him out, just like, no wonder why you couldn't ride the cloud, you old pervert. But Bulma, forgetting that in the previous episode, which I forgot to mention, that Goku took off her panties, and Bulma this whole time, I don't know how. I don't have lady parts. I guess you can just totally forget to put on underwear, even though you're wearing like a flowy dress pajama thing. Anyway, she forgot she's not wearing underwear. So when Roshi says, hey, let me see them panties, she goes, she's like, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this, but if I'm going to get a gift from a guy that has magical items. And then she pulls up her skirt and shows off that vagina. How delightful. And Roshi, of course, classic anime nosebleeds. And it's this whole thing. And then she sees that he has a Dragon Ball around his neck. And so she gets that as a gift. Goku gets the Nimbus and they part ways. Probably never to see each other again. Or maybe they will. They absolutely will. But at the same time, we see Emperor Pilaf team up with Mai and I think his name is Shu, but I like to call him Dog Boy. And they go out to Master Roshi's house because they got some info that he has a Dragon Ball. So they go there, wreck up his place, and when he shows up, after Pilaf pulls a fucking switchblade on an alligator, just tanning, minding his own business, thought that neighborhood was safe. Got little blue people trying to knife you. Terrible. Terrible. I wish that alligator came back in the Dragon Ball lore. Hopefully they bring him back in Super. Anyway, Roshi comes back, tells them he gave the ball to a pretty girl on the beach, and they're like, oh, I gotta go get her. But before they turn their plane into a sub, even though they should just fly, these bad guys are very dumb. Before they turn their plane into a sub, Roshi pokes a hole in it and, giggles like, I'm an old man, I'm an old piece of shit. Sends them off, they start to sink, and that's the end of the episode. It's a major episode, that's why this recording went a little bit longer. But yeah, things are heating up. I feel like they're going to cool down a bit, and then they're going to heat back up, and then cool down and heat back up. But this one was a hot one. This is a good one. Barring all the borderline child porn, it's pretty good. So we'll see you next time.